What if I told you that Egypt is building an entirely new capital city right in the middle of the desert, and it's actually bigger than Singapore? This is not a futuristic movie plot. It's a real $58 billion mega project already taking shape. Just 45 kilometers east of Cairo, in the scorching sands between the Nile River and the Red Sea, a brand new city is rising. It's called the New Administrative Capital, or NAC, and it's designed to become the new heart of Egypt's government, economy, and future development. To understand why Egypt is doing this, we first need to look at Cairo, a city with a rich 5,000-year-old history, but also one that's reaching its breaking point. Cairo is home to over 22 million people, making it one of the most crowded cities in the world. Streets are choked with traffic, where commutes that should take 20 minutes often stretch into hours. The city struggles with pollution, aging infrastructure, housing shortages, and a population that grows by almost 500,000 every year. Experts warn that if nothing changes, Cairo's population could exceed 40 million by 2050. In 2015, Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi announced an ambitious solution to construct a completely new capital city from scratch. The goal wasn't just to relieve Cairo, but to modernize Egypt, attract investment, and create a smart, organized, and technologically advanced city for the future. The site was carefully chosen, a vast stretch of empty desert, 170,000 acres, which is about 685 square kilometers. To put that in perspective, that's nearly the same size as Singapore. This new capital is planned to house around 6 to 7 million residents, along with government ministries, foreign embassies, business districts, residential areas, and futuristic infrastructure. Egypt isn't just building another city, it is attempting to create one of the most advanced capitals on the planet. The new administrative capital, NAC, is being designed as a smart, sustainable city powered by technology, renewable energy, and modern infrastructure that Cairo could never support due to its age and congestion. At the center of this new city is the government district, which will eventually replace downtown Cairo as the political heart of Egypt. This district will host 34 government ministries, the new presidential palace, the Egyptian parliament building, and foreign embassies from around the world. Government data centers, surveillance systems, and digital ID networks will be connected through a centralized AI-driven command center, something Cairo has never had. To symbolize Egypt's modernization, the city will also feature Africa's tallest skyscraper. The iconic tower, standing at 385 meters, 1,263 feet, in height. Located in the central business district, this gleaming glass tower is being constructed with the help of China State Construction Engineering Corporation, CSECEC, and is meant to compete with global landmarks like Dubai's Burj Khalifa and New York's One World Trade Center. Surrounding it will be 20-plus high-rise towers, luxury hotels, financial offices, and international corporate headquarters. Another astonishing feature is Egypt's answer to Dubai's artificial canals, the Green River. This is a 35-kilometer-long man-made river oasis that will flow through the heart of the city, lined with parks, botanical gardens, walking paths, cafes, and recreational areas. It is designed to be bigger than New York's Central Park, making it one of the largest urban parks in the world. The idea is to bring life, greenery, and natural beauty to a place that was once nothing but sand. But perhaps the most striking element is how the city brings religion and modernity together. The new capital is home to one of the world's largest mosques, the Al Fatah Al Alim Mosque, capable of holding 17,000 worshippers. Right next to it is the Nativity of Christ Cathedral, the largest cathedral in the Middle East. These two structures, one Islamic, one Christian, stand side by side as a message of unity, peace, and Egypt's cultural identity. The entire city is also planned as a smart city from the ground up. Every streetlight, traffic signal, security camera, and energy meter will be connected to a digital network. There will be facial recognition for security, AI traffic management to reduce congestion, 5G internet, underground waste collection systems, and solar-powered grids. Homes will feature smart meters, digital payment systems, and app-controlled utilities. This isn't just modernization, it's a complete digital reimagining of how a capital city should function. Building an entirely new capital city from scratch isn't cheap, and Egypt's new administrative capital is one of the most expensive urban projects in the world. The total price tag is estimated at $58 billion, a massive investment for a developing nation. But despite the scale of this spending, the Egyptian government insists that taxpayers are not directly paying for it. Instead, the funding comes from a combination of government-owned companies, private investors, real estate sales, and international partnerships, especially with China and Gulf countries. The primary developer is the Administrative Capital for Urban Development, ACUD, a joint venture between the Egyptian Armed Forces, owning 51% of the company, and the Housing Ministry, owning 49%. Together, they manage the land, negotiate with investors, and sell property to local and foreign developers. One of the biggest income sources is selling land plots to private companies and investors to build housing, shopping malls, hotels, and business centers. Each square meter of land sold helps fund the government buildings, roads, bridges, railways, and electrical infrastructure. International involvement plays a huge role in this mega project. Most notably, China has heavily invested in constructing the central business district, including the iconic tower and 20-plus skyscrapers, through the China State Construction Engineering Corporation, CSCEC, the world's largest construction company. China provided billions in loans, engineering expertise, and labor. Why? Because it helps strengthen its political influence in Africa and supports its Belt and Road Initiative strategy of backing global infrastructure. Other countries from the Middle East, like the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia, have also shown interest in investing in real estate, business districts, and commercial zones inside the new capital. Companies from the UAE, such as Emaar, have signed deals to develop luxury housing communities, similar to Dubai-style neighborhoods. But a $58 billion project comes with controversy. Critics argue that Egypt is still facing poverty, unemployment, and inflation. So why spend billions building a city for government officials and wealthy elites? Some Egyptians fear this city will be too expensive for ordinary people, turning it into a place only the rich can live in, while millions in Cairo still struggle with overcrowded slums. There are also concerns about debt and financial sustainability. Egypt has already taken major loans for highways, railways, and power plants, and adding another $58 billion project increases financial pressure. Environmentalists warn that this project requires vast resources like water and electricity to survive in the desert, a major challenge for a country already suffering from water scarcity due to Nile River disputes and climate change. Yet supporters argue that the new capital is not a luxury, it's a necessity. They believe that Cairo is beyond repair and that Egypt must build for the future if it wants to compete globally with cities like Dubai, Riyadh, and Singapore. They say this project will create more than 2 million jobs, attract tourism, technology companies, and eventually pay for itself. Cairo, with over 22 million people, is reaching a breaking point. Traffic jams can last for hours, the air is heavily polluted, and essential infrastructure like water, electricity, and housing is struggling to keep up. By 2050, Cairo's population could reach 40 million, making it nearly impossible to manage. The government believes the only solution is to start fresh, to build a modern, organized, and less crowded capital where ministries, embassies, and millions of people can move. The goal isn't to abandon Cairo completely, but to reduce pressure, spread development, and create a second heart for the country. Some people believe this new city will become Egypt's Dubai, a global hub of business, technology, and tourism. It has already created millions of jobs, attracted foreign investment from China and Gulf countries, and is bringing modern infrastructure to the desert. But critics worry it could become a ghost city, too expensive for ordinary Egyptians and ignored by the very people it was built for. They question whether it will be truly affordable, sustainable, and alive, or just a shiny city with empty streets. Whether you see it as a bold leap into the future or a risky $58 billion gamble, one thing is certain. Egypt's new capital is one of the most ambitious projects in modern history, a city rising from sand, designed to reshape a nation. So what do you think? Will this new capital be a futuristic success or a ghost city in the desert? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell me which mega project I should cover next.